Hello everyone, I'm Nick Murphy. Today I'll be bringing you another high-level ZVZ cast. Sorry about the last few days, there haven't been any casts. This was because I was anticipating another lesson from cats, and lots of technical difficulties happened, and it couldn't happen any of those 2 days, but it has happened yesterday. So I will be posting that tomorrow. It was another hour. He taught me his ZVT build, and we talked a little bit about ZVZ. Not too much. I'm thinking of getting another lesson because I have too much money. I also got a new mouse recently. I think I already told you guys about that, but whatever. Just making a discussion now. There's a Black Death Adder. It's pretty fucking good. I like it. So, fucking things happening right now. This will be game 3 of the grand finals of the GESL event that happened 9 years ago, and I'm really slow at casting it, but I will finish casting it, the entire series. So that's great. So xSixSleep and Monster going drone up to 15. Monster deciding to get a pool first at 15, and so is Sleep. Sleep's pool is a little bit behind. I'm not sure why, but it is. So will we see that come into play? Almost certainly not. 2 drones being added for Sleep, but no drones for Monster quite yet. That's probably because he's going to take that natural right there with that drone and get a little bit of a better economy. Sleep gonna go and take it a couple drones later. He opted for an earlier gas instead of an earlier hatch, and here's the hatch. Not entirely too far behind, maybe about 15 seconds. It's not a huge deal. Gas quite a bit behind for Monster though, so there could be a timing where speed could come into play, I suppose. Does he see that? Yes, he saw the hatch go down. He saw the hatch timing. He knows it's slightly behind his. So Sleep's gonna make those 2 wings right there. Not gonna do too much with that. He's gonna be able to scout that, but I don't know what he's hoping to see with these 2 original wings. I'm not sure what he can see. Maybe Baneling Nest timing. Maybe scout for a quick roach warren. Speed going down for Sleep here, and pulled all 3 guys off of gas. Speed is down quite a bit earlier for Sleep than for Monster, so he'll have a little bit of a time where he'll be able to have map control for about 30 seconds. But yeah, there's it. There it is, 30 seconds ahead, and now Monster's starting his speed. So yeah, like I said, those 2 wings not going to do anything. The queen's already out, going to deny all the vision, so it's not a big deal. Second queen going to pop there. This queen has enough for an inject. Should be injecting it right about now, but that's okay. And whoa! 1 ling goes down. The other ling still surviving, but not being very helpful right now. Just pretty much sacrifice lings here, and Monster has not lost anything. Baneling is going down at the front of the base for Monster, not so much for Sleep quite yet. Sleep is deciding to get some more drones before adding those tech buildings. Just now putting people back on gas. Going to be getting the Baneling Nest as soon as he hits that 50 gas. And here's the Spine Crawler going down for both players right about the same time. The Monster making a wall off here almost. It's kind of a little bit of a wall, but obviously lings can get through here, and even anything could get through there, but it's a good spot. It just creates a little bit of a longer path for banelings to go around and whatever like that, anything like that, or lings, anything. Here's the Spine Crawler there. Baneling Nest just now going down, gonna be good. He isn't ahead in drones, but he will be behind in tech. Not that that's a huge issue. There we go. There's the inject and the injects. Both players about evening up on drones actually. And in fact, Monster's going to pull ahead slightly. Not much going on so far. Typical ZVZ, high-level ZVZs have pretty stellar defense, so usually people are afraid to attack into anything. And here's the one scouting Ling, nearly got killed there, and will get killed. Sees the gas at the natural going down. He can't really assume anything. He can't assume that the gas in the main is already taken. Well, he knows that that's at least gas number 2, if not maybe even gas number 3. But he can't really assume. Third going down for both players, just about at the same time. Third going to be a tiny bit earlier for Sleep, but that's not going to matter entirely too much, as the timings are pretty close. Monster right now really far ahead in drones. I'm not sure what Sleep is doing at the moment. He's actually not really ahead in anything. He's got the double Evo chamber, which wasn't being put into use quite yet. Roach Warren going to go down for both players around the same time. Sleep getting it slightly earlier, but right now Sleep is not doesn't really have much going for him so far, and that's a huge Vanling hit though. That was very nice though. So that put him at a little bit of an advantage for the Lings. It gave him freedom to drone up quite a bit because he just killed an entire army. Freedom to drone up or freedom to counterattack and force like a ton of units, and he will be indeed ahead soon in the drone counts. So far Monster's still ahead, but that's because he was still working on that being ahead from a long time ago. But yeah, I think Sleep was in a bad spot until those that one Baneling hit those tons of Lings, which allowed him to drone. Burrow going down for Monster, Speed going down for both players, exactly the same time. Second Evo chamber being put for Monster. Absolutely no double upgrades quite yet from these 2 Evo chambers. Probably could have just stuck with the one, but yeah, it's not a huge investment, but it's something. Whoa, that was pretty unfortunate Lings there, but not too big of a deal. So far the upgrades are looking pretty similar. 0-0 for both players. Actually, one attack upgrade for Monster, the +1 range attack, which will be incredibly good for these roaches, because this, if he attacks like right now, before he gets +1, but he has to, it's a really, I don't know, he has way too many roaches actually to engage that. So far both players doing pretty good. Monster actually mass droned there, and that explains the lack of an army. So that could be a very scary time right now for Sleep, for Monster, because Sleep just finished his +1, and he can just run in there and do some serious damage perhaps. Actually, the roach numbers are evening out a little bit, but it's still looking dangerous here for Monster just a little bit. But the longer Sleep waits, the more Monster can build up, and the more he can thrive off of that superior economy. Look at that, 66 drones to 57, even now, still being way ahead in economy. It's probably not the greatest idea to push onto the creep, but I guess it's not too bad either. Just doing a little bit of poking, see what he can see. But yeah, the roach numbers are definitely in Sleep's favor right now. However, the defender's advantage will be here. The roaches are indeed about to be out. He's making 10 roaches on the way, right there, 2 overlords and 11 roaches, and the army is roughly even. Sleep has a few extra roaches here, but the drone count is still heavily in Monster's favor. 69 drones. Tons of roaches on the way there for Monster, but Sleep is adding the Hydras right now, so that could be good. Monster's going to finish up his +2 first and his +1. +1 finish for both players, but +2 is going to finish first for Monster, and if he can hit a timing where his +2 is done and Sleep's +2 is not done, he could do some serious damage. I think he's definitely going to be able to defend if he grabs that +2. That +2 is really close to being done. 4 seconds away. If he had just waited a couple more seconds, this fight would have already been halfway over. But he has to retreat a little bit because he just got a tiny bit overeager. Sleep gonna kill those back rocks here, destructible debris, and get a great concave there, even though he's going up a ramp. Lots of roaches from Monster coming out too, though. And 4 infestors with pathogen glands on the way. Gonna have 4 fungals, and 4 fungals perfectly placed, or it doesn't even have to be that perfect. 4 fungals. mediocrely placed kills a roach, and even less than that for hydras. I think 3 fungals could kill a hydra. Yeah, 3 fungals will kill a hydra, 4 fungals will kill a roach. So yeah, the infestors are going to be very, very, very important in this battle, because the roach and hydra numbers are definitely in Sleep's favor right now, and the supply advantage is in Sleep's favor. Drone numbers still in Monster's favor by an insane number, and huge fungal there, kills about 9,000 roaches, gets like 50 billion roaches trapped, and a sandwich with 1 roach from behind. The roaches are pushing through. They're 2-1 to 2-1 advantage. It looks like the hydras are actually doing insane amounts of DPS, but the defender's advantage is on Monster, and he's pushing back the army, and he has the insane drone lead. 17 roaches on the way for Monster, only 10 for Sleep. Monster's looking to take this game very quickly, or very soon rather, not very quickly, but very soon. His drone lead has been staggering for the entire game. Still 69 drones to 57 drones. Burrowing a bit to heal up these roaches, going to be crucial. Burrow just now finished for Sleep. Going to try to do a little bit of a roach counterattack here. That's not really going to do too much. Monster basically just has to A move and kill him pretty much, because he's just got the, well, he doesn't got the roach number quite yet anymore. It's probably about even armies, but with the infestors it's pretty fucking good. And he has the insane drone lead right now, so he can remax 900 times. He has a little bit of a bank. He's not really spending all his money quite yet. Maybe he's waiting for something, I'm not sure. But yeah, he could be spending all his money. He has the larvas to do so. I guess he's just waiting for him to push. And there's the push. And will he be making all the things? 10 roaches on the way. Huge fungal going down. That was probably the best fungal that could have possibly happened. Lots and lots of hydras and roaches though. This is going to be pushed back for sure. It wasn't the best idea to engage, not at all. +2 armor on the way, and oh my goodness, a very missed micro by Monster there. Gonna sacrifice that entire army basically, but oh, he was distracted by this little roach counterattack, and that's very unfortunate. Sleep doing some special tactics, pulling himself back into the game. Maybe Monster had overdroned just slightly, and now the drone numbers are in Monster's favor, or Sleep's favor, and the third is gone, and Sleep has pulled himself back into this game. Just goes to show how volatile ZVZ can be. Can change in an instant. I guess I missed that roach counter, even though I mentioned it was happening. I missed the actual event. But that is a big army from Monster, so he can still do a lot of damage. Actually, no, never mind. I changed my mind. Absolutely not. There's just so many roaches, and there's half of them are back here, half of them here. Yeah, no. Sleep wins. That's unfortunate. Monster was in a great position to take it, but he kind of overextended himself just a tad and got some micro errors engaged where he probably wasn't supposed to, and yes, yeah. I guess technically though, the drones actually hurt him in the end, since he didn't quite have enough supply per army. So I don't know. I felt like Monster was in a good spot for the whole game, except for the end there, but that's okay. 23 roaches on the way for Sleep, 25 roaches, no roaches for Monster. Monster GG's, and Sleep takes game number 3, making the score 2-1 for Sleep. Yeah, great. So, that was game number 3 between xSixSleep and MVPMonster. Sorry for miscasting, that was bad. Stay tuned for second hour of Cats coaching tomorrow. Gonna be uploading that. So watch it if you want. I'll be uploading the other casts the day after that. So this has been another high level cast. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Nick Murphy. Bye bye.